So today, we're diving into a story that's, well, it's literally written in the sky. It's an incredible folktale that transforms every single storm into a dramatic retelling of a family's darkest secret. Okay, let's get into it. Just imagine for a second looking up at a storm, but instead of just seeing random flashes of light or hearing chaotic rumbles, you see a story unfolding, a trial, a verdict, and a warning that echoes for eternity. For one community, this is exactly what a storm is. You see, for the indigenous Borok people of Tripura in northeast India, a storm isn't just a weather event. It is folklore. It's the Chethuwang tale, a powerful, powerful story that explains the very origins of lightning and thunder through the lens of a deeply held social taboo. To really understand the weight of this story, we first have to talk about where it comes from. Because this isn't just some fairy tale. It's a vital piece of a culture's living history, kept alive through the incredible power of the spoken word. Think about it. In societies that didn't have a long history of writing things down, oral tradition wasn't just important. It was everything. It was the library, the history book, and the law all rolled into one. For the Borak people, it's this sacred bridge that connects generations, making sure their identity and their customs survive. So folktales, like the Chethuang story, are doing some serious heavy lifting here. They're not just for entertainment, not by a long shot. They are living, breathing cultural archives that teach, that reinforce social rules, explain the unexplainable, and really bind a whole community together. They are, in a way, the curriculum for life. And that brings us to the heart of our story. The Chethuang folktale starts with a pretty simple, everyday moment that just spirals into this profound moral crisis, giving birth to a taboo that becomes forever etched into the environment itself. So, the story kicks off with a brother and sister on their way to the fields. As they're crossing the river, the sister has to lift her rignai, that's her lower garment, and for just a fleeting moment, her brother sees her thigh. And in that instant, a forbidden, incestuous desire is sparked. A line has been crossed, not just in the river, but in his mind. He becomes completely consumed by this desire, and he actually confesses it to his family. And here is where the story takes this deeply unsettling turn. Because instead of condemning him, the family, after some pushback, they give in. They start preparing for the absolutely unthinkable, the marriage of a brother and a sister. Now, the sister, she finds out about this plan by overhearing her grandmother, and she's just utterly horrified. With no human she can possibly turn to, she does the only thing she can think of. She runs to the forest. Betrayed by her own family, she turns to nature for justice. In her absolute desperation, she plants a Chethuang seedling, and she sings to it this haunting, haunting plea. Grow, Chethuang, grow, as preparation is going on to marry me off with my own brother. This isn't just a song, it's a prayer. It's an appeal to the natural world to step in where the human world has so completely failed her. And incredibly, nature responds. This is the moment the folktale transforms from a family drama into this huge cosmic event. The natural world literally becomes an active character, a judge delivering a powerful and permanent verdict. The Chethuwang tree hears her song and begins to grow. And I mean grow. Faster and faster, lifting her high up off the ground. Her family arrives and tries to chop it down, but she just urges it to grow even quicker until she's carried all the way up and disappears into the clouds, finally safe. Okay, now this is where it all clicks into place. Her story doesn't just end there. It's replayed forever in every storm. That flashing lightning you see, those are her legs dangling from the clouds. And the rumbling thunder, that's the echo of her family's angry axe, striking the tree over and over. Even the Chethuang tree itself is believed to have a flat top because its highest branch broke as she stepped from it into the sky. So the crucial point here is this. The tale brilliantly outsources moral enforcement to nature. The community doesn't need a written law against incest when every single storm serves as this dramatic, terrifying reminder of what happens when you cross that line. The sky itself becomes the judge, jury, and executioner. But this story is no ancient relic gathering dust. Just like the tree at its center, it's continued to grow and adapt, finding new life and new meaning in our modern world. Let's take a look at how this ancient tale keeps evolving. I mean, the journey this tale has been on is remarkable. For centuries, it was a spoken story, a lesson shared around fires. Then it became a cornerstone of modern Coke Baroque literature, a real symbol of cultural identity. And today, it's being adapted into films and digital media, reaching a whole new global audience. And this is what's so amazing. Its relevance just indoors. Modern storytellers aren't just preserving the tale, they're questioning it. They're using its framework to explore really complex issues of gender, the oppression of women, and the abuse of power. It's become a form of cultural critique and even resistance. And all of this leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought. The Chethuwang tale shows how a story can profoundly shape an entire community's worldview, literally embedding a moral code into the weather. It really makes you wonder, right? What unseen stories, what forgotten folk tales are shaping our own lives and our own beliefs right now?